Hi guys, this is a video on how my PC can run Borderlands 4, and my PC is a 10700 non-K on a 2070 Super, and this is the game in at 4K low settings with DSS performance. So everything is at low, or as low as it can without being off, because I think this just goes off, yeah. At 4K full screen, and 4K is very hard to run, so bear that in mind. And the 2070 or 2070 Super are very old cards. So the argument of the 2070 being minimum, no, I disagree, because these are very old cards now. They came out in 2018 and 2019. I killed some enemies here already, just to kind of load things in. But I was getting 30s before, like literally not even an hour ago. I was testing out the performance on all the different resolutions that we're going to be trying out today, and I was getting mid 30s at 4K performance, and now we're only getting 20s. So I've lost 10 FPS from somewhere, and I don't know what. But I will show a bit of combat. It's not good. I don't know why I'm not getting the frame rate I was getting earlier in the same location, same settings, same everything. Now I'm getting 30s. I would say if it's in the 30s, this game is fine. It's fine. You don't need 120 to 240 in a single player title. In competitive, yes you do. But in a game like Borderlands, you're better off with visuals. So now I'm hovering around 30, which I'm telling you now, the PS5 isn't far away from this PC. My PC and the PS5 are about the same, and I do have a PS5. So I can confirm that for sure. The only difference is that the PS5 has 12 gigs of VRAM basically. This has 8. So those are the main differences between this and the PS5. I don't know why I'm only getting the 20s now instead of the 30s I was getting before. Indoors areas are less intensive, because this is an Unreal 5 title. Okay, open world Unreal 5, which is one of the worst kinds of Unreal 5. Especially considering I feel like Unreal 5 is not ready for open world. And this is shown why. Why Unreal 5 is a bad choice for open world. So the game is hard to run because of Unreal 5, not because of Gearbox. Don't blame Gearbox. You can blame them to some extent, and they can optimize it better. If you want to see a good game that runs on Unreal 5, that runs well, Satisfactory. That thing runs beautifully on my PC. Basically no issues, no stuttering, pretty good frame rate. It is more CPU heavy, but as you can see, it is technically playable, but it's not good. As you can see, it's really hard to aim. So I would not play like this. I would definitely not play like this. This is at 4K DSS performance. I'm only getting the low 20. It's kind of a slideshow, and the latency, it's not as bad as it could have been. But no. We do have access to frame gen, but through FSR, and I did test that earlier, and it looks hell.
Hey, taking cover isn't how I saw this going.
This gun's the pre-order bonus, so it's a level 1. That's still awesome. And I've got a shotgun that is really good as well. So I'll go through like a chunk of the area just to show this is proper gameplay. He just... I've noticed running this game in high resolution breaks it sometimes when your system's not capable of doing it. But this is a 2070 Super. I promise I was getting 30s when I ran through here in my test. I'm doing exactly the same thing. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed since I did my testing. I don't know why. The only thing that's changed is rebooted the game.
You're right. I am diabolical.
What is going on? Oh my god. Well, this is all I'm gonna show for 4K. As you can see, it's not really playable. Yes, you can kind of argue that I did go through this whole area at these frame rates. Next, I will do 1440p at the same settings, but I will show you the different DLSS. Okay, guys, now I'm at 1440p at DLSS quality, everything below. Again, I feel like my frame rate dropped since an hour ago, when I was actually testing it out. This is the second time recording this video, that's why, but I was getting around 40s in combat. I don't know what's changed then, but it was perfectly playable. I will show a performance mode as well to show that there is definitely something going on my system. It's causing such massive like decrease in performance. It's about 10 frames lower than it was when it was last year. We'll go a different guy here. I just really want to show gameplay of Borderlands 4 as well, just to show that it is a good game. They really did a good job. It's the first time they've done open world for Borderlands. What the hell? Ooh. Gosh. This is essentially how I've been playing it, and I've been getting around 40s, not 30s. So maybe it has to load things up or something? I don't know. I can't say for sure why the frame rate is so low. And I see combat didn't really lower the frame rate that much. I had more frame rate during the combat actually. That's funny. It is a big open world. We'll have to give it that. Okay. That is terrible. I've got such terrible aim. I've lost about 10 frames since the last time I was testing it. This 4K was supposed to be in the 30s, this is supposed to be 40s. And performance mode on 1440 was again 50s. So clearly something's going on. And I don't know what. But yeah, we will go to performance mode. Yeah, we've lost about 10 FPS. I have literally lost about 10 FPS overall. This is more like what it was getting now. But to me, this still looks good. But I think I'm a little bit CPU limited as well. Despite it being not too bad of an i7. The non-case are possibly one of the reasons why. Okay, I see how it is. Yeah, I see as well. It's taken 10 frames away from us. Somehow. Yeah, I just hit myself on my own boot. That is interesting. Explosions. Like I'm using the explosive weapon to try and... That voice line is getting extremely old. I think there's an issue with the game where she keeps repeating that line. Yeah, it's given us a really good sense of performance. Just maybe add 10 frames to what I'm getting. 5 to 10 FPS more. Because I do remember getting 50s. Like right there, it should be, that's what it was normally getting. I mean, you just repeated herself again. This is how I probably would play. Yeah. And this is how I have been playing. seems to be a lot of battles. I am also playing on hard difficulty. That's probably why there's so many badasses. Ooh, that's the first stutter. So, performance is pretty good. If you got a faster CPU, I think your performance will be a little bit better and possibly more stable. I would say if you got a 12700, you're probably fine. Like, that's even like what they recommend. Or even if you got like a 7600 X or something like that, that might also be fine. It's a 6 core instead of an 8 core, and it just says 8 cores is required. So that's maybe an area a lot of people will think. But this PC I got with the i7 10700 and the 2070 Super is not an expensive PC anymore. It was kind of expensive when I built it a couple years ago, but it's obviously gone down a lot since then. So I will do 1080p next. Now, if you're someone who can afford a PS5, you can probably afford to build a PC like this, considering how similar they actually are. So I will see you guys with 1080p. Okay guys, here we are with 1080p. At native 1080p, just to see. And the performance is kind of similar to what we were seeing before. I feel like my CPU is starting to struggle with this game the more I play it. Because it's not 100% utilization, which is a problem. I don't think it's actually a CPU bottleneck, it's probably utilization issue. Also, I just booted it up. The 40s at native 1080p, again, I feel like I've lost about 5-10 FPS somehow. Don't know what I've done for that to happen, but I will. Which is pretty good. Still need the assets at 1080p, which this feel pretty bad. What the hell is this? Pinhead? Pinhead? 1080p is very blurry though. That's again, it happened last time I played 1080p. I died. But it gives you a really good idea on performance, right? There seems to be a bottleneck somewhere else on this system as well, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Not so. DLSS helps a lot though.
Let me help you with that.
Now we're getting close to 60. Whoa, a random event. Oh, interesting. Kill me dead. Weird.
What's yours is mine, and what's theirs is mine, and what's mine is mine.
I wouldn't go any lower than this though. I wouldn't go below quality on 1080p. I would say it performs quite well. My GPU's not being fully utilized though. I reckon if my GPU was fully utilized, I'd probably get 60 right now. I wouldn't call this unplayable. Is it as optimized as it could be? No, it could be way more optimized. At this, it should be getting 60. Should be. Or even more, but it's an Unreal 5 game. And I'm really enjoying the game. I would say it's kind of a win for the Borderlands community just because it's a good game. Yes, it may not perform the way we want it to perform, but it runs well enough. As you saw, there was some stuttering, but not a huge amount. I would say I am also recording off the same PC, so that might be where some of the performance is gone and why it's not 100% utilization. It could be a weird utilization issue with the game itself, but it's probably a load of reasons why the game is struggling to run on my system in some areas. This is a game that definitely tells me it's definitely time to upgrade. I've been wanting to upgrade all year, but I don't have the money or the funds or anything to do that. So that's it for this performance. It's just meant to be a quick overview of what type of performance we're looking for in an Unreal 5 game, which Unreal 5 is not designed for open world at the moment. The Witcher 4 is going to be probably the first game to really show off the new features they're doing for open world. So Epic really do need to optimize the engine a lot more. It's having a lot of issues. Don't blame Borderlands. Don't hate Borderlands 4 because of its poor performance. Yes, I played Lords of the Fallen and the Lords of the Fallen runs way better. But Lords of the Fallen is now an open world. Not really. It's not like an actual proper open world. But it's also had 2 years of support. So it didn't start like that. It got better. It's really good right now, Lords of War. So with that note, this is it. I will see you guys later.